You're listening to a daily dose of Proverbs.
Hello, wisdom seekers. I'm Katie McKee. Today is the 3rd, and we will be looking at verse 6. The New American Standard Translation reads, "In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make your paths straight." This is a commonly referenced scripture, but have you ever paused to consider just what it means to you, Christian? This proverb gives very practical, boots-on-the-ground instruction for how to be obedient and pleasing to God, and indicates the result of obedience and the faithfulness of God. So let's take a second to break this verse down. In all your ways, acknowledge him. This command poses quite a challenge, because let's face it, this life is filled with difficult circumstances that make it hard to see beyond the immediate. Perhaps you are working 60 hours a week to make ends meet. Maybe you're a mom at home that feels her days and efforts are oftentimes meaningless and unacknowledged. Maybe you're a college student who's being exposed to curriculums that oppose the truths found in Scripture. No matter the circumstance, the solution is to look to God and His Word for both truth and life. Don the helmet of salvation and view all things in light of salvation with eternal perspective. Consequently to acknowledging Him in all your ways, He will make your paths straight. It is only natural that when we live in the light, we live righteously. Notice, though, that there is no promise of ease. In fact, living righteously is much more difficult than obeying and indulging our fleshly desires. Guard yourselves from teaching that promises health, wealth, and prosperity. The most upright and righteous man ever to live, Jesus Christ, suffered most of all. So who are we to expect otherwise? The promise here is the steadfast, faithful love of the Lord that will be our guide and direct our steps, if only we look to Him. In this passage, God's grace is on grand display. Through the work of the Spirit, we are given a desire to both be saved and to live righteously. Salvation and sanctification are a work of God by His grace. For when we were dead in our trespasses, God looked on us in love and made us alive together with Christ. Ephesians 2:5. John writes in John 15:5 that we can do nothing apart from God. So acknowledge Him today as the giver and sustainer of your salvation, and pray that He will make your paths straight.
Thank you for listening.